Hey guys, welcome back here. It's JJ at School of Trade. Happy Thursday to you. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there, almost through the week here. Had a great day in the room this morning. Did a bunch of trading, bunch of learning, bunch of earning. Okay, did some training this afternoon with our members. Just wrapped up here, just about 12:30 Eastern time right now. And we found a great example today of how to actually take these 5-minute anchor charts and actually make some money with them. And I get this question quite a bit. And if you have any questions for me, don't be afraid to post them on the blog. Don't be afraid to leave comments on the YouTube videos. Don't be afraid to leave comments there, guys. I see them all. Unfortunately, I get them all right? So definitely take the time to send me questions, post comments, because I want to make sure you guys understand this stuff. So as you guys know, as a free resource, you don't need to be a member of mine. Our blog is filled with daily tips and tricks. And basically, we do a formal morning prep every morning live in our trade room with our members, and then I put all the charts up on the blog shortly thereafter. I do that so that you can see how good we are, and of course, our members don't have to rely on me to bring that chart back up again, right? That way, our members can always be learning here. So what I do is I have my members take a look at their own charts, and they'll match theirs up with mine. All right. Well, what I want you guys to see here is that last post from earlier this morning. This was posted a couple hours ago here. I got to add the timestamp to those. And I want us to read this post. This is something we picked up on this morning. And I'm going to tell you more about what we're doing here in just a couple seconds. We loaded up a 5-minute chart. And on this 5-minute chart, we noticed that we had a candlestick close above the previous week lows, telling us this move lower is likely to come to an end. And big thing here is we are now looking for a short covering rally on gold. Okay, what's a short covering rally? Short covering rally, this morning what happened was the dollar was jumping higher. When that dollar was jumping higher, it was pushing everything lower, right? Jobless claims, retail sales came out bullish this morning. Dollar jumped up, gold plummeted. Well, we had members trading gold short, but then this was the clue. This was the clue that we used, that the party was over to the downside and it was time to look for the buy side here. So let's take a look here at the chart that we saw. Here was the chart that was posted this morning. What is that, about 9:15, 9:20 this morning? This, as you can see here, was well before the reversal. Now remember, these levels are put up on the blog hours before we have to use them. So log right into the blog. It's free to everybody to use. Don't forget to join the newsletter, and we'll show you more about that in a second. The reality is, these levels are important. All the time we see these prices bounce off these levels. All the time we see this. But I get questions from non-members, and of course, members, we teach you guys how to trade these all the time. We trade these live in real time in the room too. But if you're not a member with me yet, and you've been asking yourself, Joe, I get it. You do a great job at predicting reversals, but how do I get into them? How do I make money off those? All right? I don't have enough time or enough money, or I'm not ready yet to join as a member, but I would like to learn how you make money off of these reversal zones, right? Because clearly these things work. Every single day we post levels here that bounce so well. So how do I make money off this? Well, here's a great example of how. We looked today and saw a great clue here. Now, can you see this wick? Take out a 5-minute chart on gold. And remember, we just rolled forward a few weeks ago. That's the 08-12 contract. I'm going to take out a 5-minute chart. This is going to be a 24/7 session template, so nothing special, right? 24/7. And I want you to take a look right here, right around 9:15 this morning, right? Take a look at it on your own charts. Okay, you'll see it on your own charts. And what you're going to see is we have last week's low. This was the first clue. Last week's low. Now think about what last week's low means. That means that we started out, that was the low, we went all the way up, and then came all the way back down to the lows, the same level that was the low from 1 week ago. Okay, it's almost like running around a track and coming all the way back to where you began, right? Feels like we haven't gone anywhere. So we know that the prior week low, well, to be honest with you, anything below price is considered support. I don't care if it's the prior week high, right? It will be considered support. Okay, so we know it's support. But Joe, you're always telling us you can't just predict. We can't put a buy limit right there. We can't put a buy limit right there. You're stepping in front of a potential freight train, right? We know that. The dollar was rising this morning, pushing gold lower. No, right? We can't use a limit order, okay? Only rookies use limit orders, and they're not going to last very long doing that, especially on gold. So we see here, okay, we know we're expecting a buy. We know we're expecting a reversal. I can't guarantee it. I can't predict it. For all I know, we may go right through it, bounce off the next one, and then go higher, right? For all I know, that's what's going to happen. But then we get this wick. As I said this morning on the morning prep with Marty at Traders Audio, which is on our YouTube page every morning, by the way, I do not send that out to our newsletter. So go subscribe to our YouTube page, and you'll never miss one of those morning prep videos we do each morning. What I talked about this morning was I was going to look for a pin bar, right? Looking for a big wick with a small body, and you can see here that's exactly what happened. We pushed through the level of support. That's going to happen to the best of us, guys. But look what the wick looks like. The wick tells us, whoop, before, right? Not so fast here, sellers. They tried and they failed. Do you see it? Everybody see how that wick right there? This is the biggest clue. Now, think about it in two parts. Part number one was you have to know where the support is. Okay, you got to know where that support is first. If we don't know that support is there, well, all the wicks in the world aren't going to help us out too much. So step number one, know where the reversal level is going to be. Know where we're looking for the reversal. Step number two now, watch carefully. Watch that personality. Watch that price action. We see 1, 2, 3, 4 on the fifth candle. The fifth candle here actually pokes its head below. And if you've been in my trade room before, I always say this. I'd rather have it go through the level and then wham, get smacked right back. Right? Close is not close enough. I would love to see it go right through it and then come back, almost like a slingshot, right? Wham, going back higher. This was a two-part clue. First of all, we knew we had the buy there. We knew we had the buy zone. Second part, we knew we had the candlestick. That candlestick tells me that we tried to move lower, but couldn't. We close above that level. Look closely. No close below the support. Okay, now look at this candle. Here's a good example right there. Look at those wicks. Okay, those are also buying signals. Look at the candlestick here. That big red candle, that's the close we're looking for. So it closes below it, right? Now we know it's time to get short. If it was to get sucked right back up and couldn't close below that reversal zone, well, now we know we're not going short and we're going to leave the door wide open for the longs. So the key here was on the blog this morning at 9:15, before we even saw this thing reverse, we predicted a price reversal. Now, once we saw the price reversal, okay, here's the actual live chart right now. Okay, here's this is the exact same chart. Again, we came down 9:15. There's the wick right there. Okay, there's the wick right there. So the big wick tells me the sellers have failed. It's a price rejection. The size of the wick has nothing to do with this, guys. It's the location of the close. Notice that we didn't get any of these candles. None of these candlesticks were closing below that reversal zone. Okay, look over here. This one buried into it. This one closes below. Okay, see the difference? I'm expecting a price reversal from the first one. The second one, I've got to wait a little bit. We always remember the first test is always the best test. The second and third test, the second test is a 50-50 chance. The third one, no way, right? No way, walking away. So I get this question all the time. Okay, Joe, you're really good at predicting reversals. Now show me how you make money with it, huh? Right? You're not like one of those guys on CNBC that all they do is predict trends or direction. Anybody can predict direction, guys. Right? If I'm in front of a TV camera on CNBC, I don't need to make any money with this. But we're traders. As traders, we need to figure out how to capitalize on this. So it's not enough to predict the reversal. How do we make money off this? Here's how we combine now multiple time frames with some simple indicators. Now, I'm not a big fan of complicated indicators. I'm not a big fan of indicators telling me what to do next. I am a big fan, though, of indicators telling me exactly when something happens, basically eliminating mistakes and saving me time. Now, we just finished in late 2012, we developed a brand new indicator called the entry trigger indicator, right? Real powerful tool. Let's use a combination of Fibonacci and our entry trigger indicator to plan the entry here now. Guys, this happened in live in real time this morning. Members were all over this with me today. Great stuff for this morning. First of all, there's that 1377. There's that prior week low right there. Okay, so we've got the prior week low right there, 1377. Okay, just so you know I'm not making this stuff up. We're going to bounce off that low. Once we saw the bounce off that low, again, don't take my word for it. You can see here right on the 5-minute chart, right there, 925, 1377.1. That's what we're looking for. I come over here, 925. There's 925 right there. This, of course, same price, same market, and don't forget we're on the 813 contract for gold. Guys, it doesn't get much easier than this. The 5-minute chart tells me now it's time to be looking to buy. We bounce off the prior week's low, we make a new higher high, pull back into our Fibonacci-based trigger zone. We don't take every pullback, and remember, not every pullback is created equal. I'm only buying pullbacks when I'm bouncing off support. I'm only selling retracements when I'm coming off resistance. This is a key component for a new trader to remember. Everything is all about location, location, location. I can have direction nailed, but if I don't get the right location, I'm no better because of it. We get pullback number 1 and entry signal number 1. See the arrow? Guys, this is why it's so easy to shadow trade with me. You don't need to be listening to my trade call. You're going to hear me say in the live trade room this morning, we've got to pull back into that trigger zone. Now wait for that entry signal to go long. Entry signal fires off. There's winner number 1. New higher high. Pullback number 2. Pullback number 2 into that trigger zone. Entry signal. See the arrows? Easy, easy, easy. We knew the direction. Now all we had to do was new higher high. Pullback. Second winning trade. How about a third one? Absolutely. Here's a third one. New higher high, pull back into the trigger zone, entry signals all over the place, and bam. Pullback number 3, another winning trade on gold. So Joe, how do you make money off of these excellent reversal levels that you so kindly post hours beforehand for everybody to use? This is how we make money off it. We stay patient. We don't predict. We wait for price to reverse. We use the wisdom of those candlesticks. That's the key, guys. There's a lot of wisdom in those 5-minute candlesticks, and we use that classic case here. Look for the bounce. Then we use our simple indicator package to look for swing high, pullback, trigger zone, entry signal 1, new higher high, pullback, entry trigger 2, new higher high, pullback, entry signal, bam, 3. And you know where we're going on this, guys. It's easy. Where do you think my profit target would be on that? Let's see. I'm looking for a place where I think the buyers are going to run out of gas. I'm going to buy the lows. Where do you think? Hey, there we go. It's a big old trend line. And yeah, this trend line's been here since 8 o'clock this morning. We posted this chart first for our members and guests on the blog. As you can see here, guys, the prior week's low acted as support. The 5-minute candle told me to look to get long. The trend line is an easy, easy final target for you. And we used a simple indicator package here to make it even easier for you guys to profit right along with me. Guys, I offer a free trial. And in that free trial, I'm going to invite you to come out and join me for our live trade room open house this afternoon. Join that free trial. Come join me as an advanced member. We have a package that fits everybody's needs, guys. I'm going to be rolling out Forex July 1st, so all of this stuff will be converted for Forex as well. I know, isn't that exciting? Our automated strategies keep kicking butt here in the summertime, guys. And don't forget, we got our big party plan for the end of the year for our members in Las Vegas, November 21st and 22nd. If you're a member, you got 2 free tickets to that. We got classroom time, we got party time. We're going to work hard and play hard together. Guys, a great day in the room today. We did a lot of learning, A lot of earning. Got some great help from the dollar index, and that correlation to gold was easy. Don't forget to come out and see me tomorrow. Check out the YouTube page. Check out the blog. And don't forget to join that free trial. We'll catch you guys next time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye for now.